prepped.
Ladies and
Really
gentlemen,
good.
this is Sick Mex, and this is the first time I wore this mask since 2012. This is a legit shoot. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a special show for you tonight. Again, Sick Mex hasn't been Sick Mex since 2012. You have a show stacked up for you tonight, and there's a lot to talk about with pro wrestling, the political stuff that's going on. But before we get into that, I'm going to send it over to the host of the show, the man who got the ball rolling, Mr. Your favorite wrestler's favorite wrestler, Chris Conan. Take it away, my friend.
Shit, man. You just made me miss I fucking had fucking Pikachu, man. You're fucking making me mad, dude. I just had fucking Pikachu. Oh, great. We're live. Fucking awesome. Great. There's Sick Mexican. I fucking Bulbasaurus or whatever the fuck their names is in Pokemon Go. I've been addicted to this game, guys. Sorry I've been away for so long, guys. But we are back, and we are back live, guys. And not only are we back live, guys, I am in a brief Pokemon Go. So, being that said, this got to be very important. And being things that are very important, we are a week through the draft. Raw, SmackDown Live. We are a week through it. Finn Balor's the #1 contender for the heavyweight title. Dolph Ziggler beat Bray Wyatt tonight for the heavyweight title. AJ Hudson beat Chris Conan. This time, 8 years ago for the heavyweight title, and I'm mad about it. I'm furious about it. Because let me get into a shoot, guys, before we get into our segment tonight. 8 years ago, I was supposed to beat AJ Hudson on this very date for the world title. Guess what happened, guys? Guess what happened? I didn't get picked up on my car ride. And you guys are going to probably ask the question, who was your car ride? Stan the Man Styles did not pick me up that day. It's because I was supposed to win the world title at the Redemption show. I didn't win it. I lost the fucking match. I got a ride home by Mysterious G. Let me explain more on this situation, guys. Redemption, all right? Is there a second pay-per-view for UCW? AJ Hudson, Chris Conan, all right? I see Mysterious G in the audience. He's with his real-life girlfriend, Luann. Why I'm out during my match, Gar will vouch for this. Yo, Gar, let me catch a ride with you, buddy. Cool, no problem. Cool. Long story short, in the professional wrestling business, if you don't cut promos, you don't get paid. All right? I didn't cut my promo. Suspended for 2 weeks. I didn't win the world title that show. It's a story for another day. What we got today is a pipe bomb show. Okay. And we got a questionnaire today. We got a person that's going to ask us questions. And ladies and gentlemen, Sick Mexican, how long? 2012. That's how long it's been since you wore that mask?
That's how long it's been. If you can remember, one of my last matches was against you, Todd Austin, and that one guy that was rollover in LCW. I can't remember his name. That was a fucking phenomenal match. You know, I suffered
Monoxide. And guys, if you want to watch the match, LCW, Fatal 4-Way, Sick Mexican, he cuts off Chris Conan and one of his epic promos that he cuts. And he does Todd Austin's gimmick where he comes out with the two girls. It's an epic promo. You guys want to watch it?
The guy's leg.
They say I broke the guy's leg as a straight shoot. And the person that says it is going to be our questionnaire.
Oh, wow.
And questionnaire.
Ow!
And I might have hit him across the face because I talk like Italian sometimes.
Now, this is a first. This is a first. I gotta say, Chris, we gotta see. This is a milestone in the show. We've hit a questionnaire. Not many podcasts have questionnaires, but who is this questionnaire, Chris?
Not only more important, who is the questionnaire? I'm more intrigued on what's the questions. What is your question number one? I can give a damn who the person is. The person could be my mom. mom. The person could be Mysterious G's mom, which King Carson will hit on later on one of our podcasts coming up in the near future.
Now I got a
Mysterious G's mom. Is it King Carson? Is it Chris Sniper? Is it the unknown? Or is it a regular questionnaire? Just ask us our first question. Fans in the chat room, if we get enough votes, we will show face. Until then, we're going to tease. I'm a booker. That's what I do. Questionnaire, what's your first question?
So, Sickmax,
hey, what's
out of
going on?
UCW and XBW, who was the highest rating guy if you guys were on TV?
Now I gotta give credit.
Wait, I got a question. I gotta cut you off. And Vince Russo got mad at me the other day for this. That's why who I give a lot of credit to is editing this shit out. And he said it would be done 2 days ago and it's still not done. So I must have did a lot of cutting off on Vince Russo. I apologize. Before we get into your answer, do you have any particular superstars in mind? I will let Sick Mexican elaborate. Is there two particular characters you're talking about, or just anybody?
Anybody.
Go ahead, Sick.
So wait, with that question in mind, I'm gonna give credit where credit is due. Now again, I bring this guy up because he was the guy that gave me headaches. This guy was the guy that made me lose sleep. And again, he's my good friend, Fredo Majors, AJ Sky, AJ Hudson, whatever you want to call him. He was a guy. He was a man to be. First and foremost, he was the top guy in your company. He was the top guy in UCW, the first UCW world champion. And every show in XBW, you had heat with him. Everyone would watch your match and say, yo, this guy has swine flu. This guy has this guy has this. So 100% AJ Hudson is the top guy in both companies. He was the guy we just talked about, and we always followed his work. He's excellent in his craft, and I mean the dude's cold. The dude's
Well, here's where UCW dropped the belt, or maybe drop the ball, or I'm gonna keep it as drop the belt. You get Eddie Drexler over to UCW with the belt, he becomes the highest rated guy. I don't give a damn what you say about AJ Hudson. The guy at the time could not work at all. He could not work. He was the highest rated guy because he was a jobber on the prior show. And the bookers took interest to him and made him a main event contender on the belt. The belt creates stars. The belt creates chaos. You bring the XBW title over. Eddie Drexler is now the XBW champion. That creates your top highest rated star. You don't even have to put him against the UCW champion. You bring Eddie Drexler over with the belt, who becomes a great worker and will turn into this great star or this great indie darling that the ICW fans will vouch for. And what I mean by ICW, I mean the internet wrestling community will vouch for in the near future. Your guy is AJ Hudson. My guy is Eddie Drexler. You're saying AJ Hudson will be higher rated than Eddie Drexler?
I'm gonna have to say AJ Hudson would be a high rater because he's more controversial. Eddie Drexler kind of doesn't have a gimmick like you pointed out before. He can't really cut a mic. He can cut a mic, but he can't cut it as intense and as much heart as AJ Hudson can. That's my opinion. And again, I know AJ has money. He's the highest. His podcast is the highest viewed in this show. So I'm gonna stick with my pick, AJ Hudson.
And thinking of highest rated, all right. I give a damn about ratings, all right. AJ Hudson, I'm gonna call you out right now. AJ Hudson, I need to have a face-to-face with you on Conant's time, not AJ's time, podcast time, on my time. Thinking of my time. My time is being taken up right now. Questionnaire, do you have a question number 2 for us?
I have a problem with question number 2.
Just explain question number 2, so maybe we can explore the problem.
Okay. Out of the hardcore division, Hannibal versus Gacy.
That's
Oh God, they want their sick mechs. Do you want to answer this?
Wow, that's a good question. That's a really good question. Now, a lot of people had a problem working with Hannibal because he not only was it too stiff, he actually hurt people. Now we mentioned the kick that he gave Muerte. It was labeled the kick that could be heard around the world because he really nailed Muerte. And this is a dude that really couldn't work, but he was like a ninth wonder of the world. He was something special because this guy was huge. He would put the backpack in his shirt, so you would actually think this dude was a legitimate giant. So with them
How
points
tall
ring,
was he? How tall was he, sick mechs?
he was close to 7 feet tall. He was like 6'7", I believe. He was on the really tall side. So again, he was someone who he's like a special attraction. This Hannibal guy, he couldn't work, but again, a lot of these big dudes can't really work. So he was definitely a special attraction as far as his hardcore matches. I never wrestled him, but people were telling me don't wrestle this dude. He's gonna hurt you. I know he hurt Fatality. He hurt Joe Muerte. So, I mean, I'm going to have to go with the other guy with this one.
Let me talk about his opponent. All right, his opponent, guys. This is his opponent right here. All right, guys. We're talking about Gacy. All right, Joe Gacy. He's a CZW veteran guy. Let me get more into it. Joe Gacy's about to slam the head over somebody with a chair. All right.
Is that Matt Tremont?
You would think it is. It's Joe Gacy. He's the little Matt Tremont. He has a girl on his hands. And that girl, as a shoot, WWE wrestler Sammy Callahan. All right. What was his ring name in WWE NXT?
Solomon Crow.
Solomon Crow. For people that didn't understand it, Solomon Crow. Guys, Joe Gacy again beat them. Joe Gacy beating somebody up. Guys, Joe Gacy with Samoa Joe.
Damn.
Guys, Joe Gacy about to hit his fist pump. Guys, so chainsaw Joe Gacy. All right, guys, you ready for it? And then, wait, hold up here. Sick Mex. Who the fuck is this?
That's Sozio, I think. Niles Young, back from CZW.
Niles
Kind of looks
Young.
like King Carson, though.
And he kind of does. And know who he looks more like? He looks more like Robbie Marino. Guys, if you guys were a fan of Blackout like we were.
Chris? Oh, I think we lost Chris. But yeah, as he was talking, the guy Hannibal was a good guy outside the ring. I have no problem with him. But I mean, people were just telling me you hurt people. You know what I mean? You can't have that in the ring. As far as so let's go back into this wrestling thing while Chris is trying to get back on again. He's on the road, so he got a little disconnected. What's up with that ref messing up with Sasha Banks' title? The dude runs over to Charlotte. How humiliating must that be? I gotta ask Chris that question. What's the biggest fuck up you've seen in backyard wrestling for XBW and UCW? So let's give him a second. He's probably trying to find his Wi-Fi spot and trying to get back on the show. So Chris, hurry your ass over here. So how's everyone been? You know, we're trying to start this XPW thing, and again, I think economy is what's hurting us. It's not Mysterious G, it's not Joe Muerte, it's economy that's hurting us. Because the problem is people are losing their jobs are getting outsourced, and all this stuff is going on. I mean, people are getting overworked. Now, when you're doing 40, 50 hours a week, you don't have time to do this wrestling thing. Again, we're all adults now. We have lives. Wrestling isn't what it used to be for us back in the day. So that's the deal with that. I mean, I kind of figured we weren't going to get started back up, but I mean, we're trying. We've been trying. Yo. All right. Yo. Yeah, I'm trying to invite you guys back. It died.